Take you to the Eastern Cape because the DA there wants the water crisis to be declared a state of disaster. They say this will prompt national resources to be assigned to the drought-ravaged region. The water crisis in the metro reached critical levels this week. Our reporter Natali is watching the story for us. She's live to us now from Westhuizen in the Eastern Cape. And Natali, we're desperate for solutions insofar as this is concerned. I wonder how far the state of disaster declaration will go in solving the crisis.
That's exactly what we've come down here to Councillor Dries van der Westhuizen's office to find out, Ayanda. In fact, this is a big lobby by the opposition here in the Eastern Cape legislature to have this crisis declared a state of disaster. That, of course, will prompt several resources, perhaps even the involvement of the SANDF to try and roll out as many water relief campaigns as urgently as possible. In fact, right now we are joined by Mr. van der Westhuizen. Sir, what difference will it make to declare this crisis a state of disaster?
Good morning, Natali. Presently, we have a classified state of disaster. It was classified in July 2021, nearly a year ago. So we believe that to declare a state of disaster now will just increase the urgency that we so desperately need. Not only the residents, but many of the organizations don't understand the difference between a classification and a declaration. So we just want that urgency to come back and hopefully get more support from all the organizations, yes.
So this isn't a matter of just the wording of it, the semantics. It would require and result in boots on the ground, actual efforts being carried out from a national level.
Yes, that's quite correct. And hopefully from the residents as well, so that they see the urgency involved in this crisis that we're in at the moment.
There's been a lot said about consumption at the moment that's still exceeding the daily targets in excess of about 54 million litres every day. Could some of the situation that we are experiencing in Nelson Mandela Bay have been avoided?
Absolutely, absolutely. I keep on saying this is more a leadership crisis than a water crisis. Since we're in a drought area, so every 5 years, more or less, we have a drought. So it's important that you plan for these things. In 2016, 2017, when the DA was in government, we submitted those plans. We implemented those plans. We brought down the consumption and the non-revenue water, i.e. the water loss. But unfortunately, we were ousted, and those plans, many of those plans were put aside and only started implementing again shortly, a year back, when the DA took over again, just for 10 months. So yes, there's no doubt that it could have been avoided. We shouldn't be in this situation at all.
Thank you very much, Mr. van der Westhuizen. So that is the DA here in the Eastern Cape legislature, again just reiterating that lobby to have this crisis in the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro to be declared a state of disaster, prompting those national resources and resulting in a more decisive and urgent drive of relief efforts in this region.